because I need you to keep grounded while all of this is presenting itself. Sometimes some things come so hard, you be like, it feels like a shakeup. But one thing about you is you know a thing or two about a shakeup now. So I'm asking you, relax, not because it's not serious, but because I don't want to see this take you down. I don't want to see this take you down. This doesn't have to take you down. You get settled, assess everything piece by piece, day by day, make it digestible so that you can have your head on your shoulders in order for to take it on. So yesterday you were like, dang, I remember this, so I got to handle this, which means this is going to sit for a bit. Okay. Come and talk to me about it, because I'm going to tell you, okay, that's fine. Even though that other thing is urgent, it's important, it's necessary, okay. That's not you giving up. That's not you failing. That's you prioritizing numerous things at once. You're already super personing. You're already playing Superman, Superwoman, because you're handling these multiple things at once. You get to pause. You get to be like, okay, I'll take care of that. We'll get back to that. And that's okay. That's all that is okay. Only because I want to give you a peace of mind. While your brain is handling all of that, I want to give you a piece of my mind. I want to give you peace of mind. Okay? I want to give you one less reason to clench and to tense up and to panic and to overwhelm. That's all my consulting is about. That's all. Because yes, you got it, and yes, you can do it, but you don't have to do it all alone. You can give just a little bit to me. I'll be happy. Oh, that's what you meant. That's what I meant. Where do you get this from? Where do you even No, seriously, like, okay. So Monday morning, we're making some calls. We're seeing what our options are. Because you're like, if I do it this way, I wanna play on that. That's gonna have to, like, I could potentially come up off that. You're being smart and strategic. It is a practical plan, but you're being smart and strategic while handling business, while handling A, B, and C, and X, Y, and Z. It's important to organize and pace yourself, because you might be able to two birds, one stone it, or you might be able to do something super smart. You may be able to add a little you know what I mean? It may be able to turn out better. Or you didn't think that something like that can come from that because you were just trying to take care of it, and it ends up flourishing, right? You're essentially nourishing it or taking care of it or staying on top of it, and it might have something to give you in return. Or, you know what I mean? So it's just like, or when it gets done, it's going to take some sort of pressure off. That's the point. Or it's going to relieve you. And, otherwise, what are we taking care of it for? Because once we get it taken care of, it's going to create some sort of relief. It's going to relieve some sort of pressure. You know what I mean? So, of course, you're getting that done because that's going to relieve pressure. That's going to be one less thing on your plate. And it's a necessity. You need to get this done. All right? I understand that. And so then you have this thing here where, that needs to get done. It's been overdue to get done. That's also a necessity. So one isn't more important than the other, even though sometimes in life we have to make those sacrifices, like, damn, this kind of takes precedence over this. You know what I mean? But I just want to talk to you in a space where we're looking at everything on one level. You also need to take care of this as well, because it's overdue. It's been long overdue. It needs to be taken care of so that it can continue to provide for you. You know what I mean? And it could continue to get you from point A to point B. Am I right? And then there's this other thing. Is there something else? And then there's this. This creates comfort and stability. You know what I mean? A sense of comfort and security and stability, right? So you need that. You need that too. So I'm saying, now that we have this laid out, what's the smallest step that we can take today? Sometimes one small step is just wrapping your head around everything, not necessarily having it all figured out just yet, but having your head wrapped around it, conceptualizing all of it. Basically, yeah, like that. Like, all right, cool. And then you're looking back, just standing back, all right, okay, cool. That's the smallest step. Just like, all right, I got it down. I got it organized. I have this, and I have this. Cool. That's it. That's it. Okay. All right. What's the smallest step I can take? Well, I can make a couple calls on Monday. Once I have that, then I can take the next best step. Okay, that's it. Pacing. My big thing is pacing. Your thing is, you do this thing where you're essentially going to be adding more is what I want you to see. And I never want you to feel, I'm not going to make you feel like you shouldn't do that, but I want you to assess what that may bring on before you go and take it on. And then I'd be like, you could have done without that. So that's what I'm saying. Babe, look at it like, I know you feel like it's necessary because you want to get all of this done. But essentially what you're going to be doing is adding more to your plate, because you're going to have to do the math for that and then that. So it's like, I want you to do it in a way where you don't burn out after doing everything, because after you get all of this handled, which you will, everything is going to turn out fine. Okay? It's going to be all right. Just for these particular things, I want you to know, like, that's doable. What you're doing is actually doable. It's doable. What I'm saying is, like, sometimes I get lost. No, you're good. Like, oh yes. After you accomplish these things, I don't want your nervous system to get used to, like, every time I set a goal or a couple goals, it's to the point of burnout. I don't want your system to get used to that anymore. Like, you can accomplish things and you can go slow. That's what you're doing. Got you. You see, I want your nervous system, but essentially you, to get used to setting goals, making plans, and accomplishing them in a digestible way. So that way, when you get that done, you be like, you have maybe some funds left over. Maybe you have some credit left over. Maybe just examples, and maybe you have some food left over. Whatever it is. Maybe you have some potting plants, like whatever it is that you're getting done. Maybe you have some, spots available. Maybe you have some customers left over. Like, whatever it is, I want there to be breathing room when it's accomplished. Like, once you get it done, I want there to be breathing room. And I want there to be confidence. I want there to be, and that confidence is like assuredness. I want you to be like, I set my sights on that and I went slow. I took my time. I was organized.